A lightweight tilt between the Korean zombie Chan Sung-jung and Do Ho Choi. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish an opponent. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Jung is 4 years his senior. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
This is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the O2 Arena in London, England. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Busan, South Korea, the Korean Superboy, Do Ho Choi. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Seoul, South Korea, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung-jung.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Ready.
All right, so here we are at the O2 Arena in London, England, and for my money, this is as good a mixed martial arts backdrop as we have. Another capacity crowd on hand, as usual, for the UFC's annual stop here in London.
The fans in England love sport. They love competition, and they show up, and they know what they're watching. You better be ready to put on a show when you step foot in the octagon at the O2 Arena.
And you better be ready backstage if Leon Edwards is at it.
Oh, man, let me tell you something. Leon Edwards is the man around here.
Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land anywhere. That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
Trying to find a home for that right hand. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Ooh, what a head kick. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Don't back up. Push forward.
Oh.
Move and recover.
His misses are entertaining.
Keep moving.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Oh, how good is that jab by the Korean Zombie? Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Nice stick with the right hand. Big body kick lands.
The Korean Zombie gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to move those feet. Oh! Huge right hand!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Don't finish this
Now
fight.
goes in and secures the takedown.
Nice. Great shot. Great shot.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
30 seconds now to go in the round. 20 seconds left.
Back. Secure the hook now. Secure the hook.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, second round underway. Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Straight right hand, no good. The Korean Zombie gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Ooh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Chan Sung Jung.
Nice stick with the right hand.
Now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch. You better protect that head.
Great. Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat, all weight.
And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking for?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just swerve away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by the Korean Zombie. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
And he's back up. So 41 total strikes and counting have now landed for the Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung. And still on the right side of 50%, the land rate 51% here against the Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. Whoa! Big left. What a round. All right, that's the end of the round, and you see the cut on the cheek. That thing is getting downright nasty. It is getting worse here by the minute. And you got to wonder, to what extent does that impact him moving forward here in this fight? You at least have to ask the question. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well. But when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal. And if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out. Lands a nice 1-2. Oh, straight right.
Let's get some offense.
That one landed clean.
All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more.
Oh, dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Whoa! He's out!
He got him.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched blood.
I mean, a competitive fight. That one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 48 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Korean Superboy,
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion